Okay.
There you go.
Islam.
Islam.
Peace and blessings. My name is Divine Minister Grand Sheikh Roy Williams Bey. I'm from the Moorish Science Temple of America, Temple number 9.
I'm Sheikess Anna Bay.
And we are coming to you live broadcast. We thought it was. We had to go and do our own, and now we're going to have to figure out how to upload it. We're going to do our first Temple 9 Sunday school lesson. So without further ado, we're going to rise and do our prayer, and Sheikess Bey will do the warning of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Let us rise. You come over here. Okay. Allah,
Allah,
the Father of the universe,
the Father of the universe,
the Father of love,
Father of love,
truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation. By night and by day, through his holy prophet, Drew Ali. You will read the prophet warnings.
The prophet warns all Muslim governors order to read publication at each meeting. I, Roy Bey, hereby inform all members that they must end all radical, agitating speeches while at work, in their homes, or on the streets. We are for peace and not destruction. Stop flashing your cards at Europeans. It causes confusion. Remember, your card is for your salvation.
Failure to obey these orders will be of severe consequences. We are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when these principles are violated, justice must take its course. Any member or group of members who hold malicious feelings toward the temple or the prophet or violate the divine covenant of the Moorish movement will receive their reward from Allah for their unjust deeds. All true Moors will and must obey the law as laid down to them by their prophet. If you lose confidence in their prophet, they should turn in their card and button, cease wearing their turban and fez, and return it to the state where I, the prophet, found you. This is a holy and divine movement founded by the prophet Noble Drew Ali. And if the prophet is not right, the temple is not right. The prophet, therefore, is sending out the divine plea to all Moorish Americans that they do their part in protecting their prophet and temple. This is an everlasting movement founded by the prophet through the will of Allah to redeem his people from their sinful ways by order of Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Islam.
Islam.
You can sit down. Okay. Whew. Well, I'm not used to wearing this vest. So now we will go into the lesson. First thing I want to say, let me put this on hold for a minute. Can I put it on hold? I would like to explain something to all of the Moors and to the general public. I'm going to read something to you. I want to explain to you the difference between a Muslim and Moslem. Though they are our brothers as our family, there is a difference between them, the Muslims who worship in Islam, and the Muslim who worship in Islam. The difference is that the Muslim and Muslim, one is religion and the other is science. One is dogma, the other is natural law. One is contemporary, the other is ancient. However, the Muslim isn't of the prophet and the Muslim is. But the dictionary, they'll say they are the same because we know that that dictionary is benefit European control. manipulation, and domination. However, by practical exercise, they are not a Muslim. A Muslim is a Moor. So there you go. I wanted to straighten that out. Another thing I want to explain to you that I discovered for our family, there's a misconception that once you discover that you have a birthright as a Moor, you never knew you were a Moor. Most black people that are of copper color, light to dark, and all the variations in between are more than likely Moors. Moors are the aboriginal indigenous people of this land. We own this land. The Europeans taught us through slavery, or actually embedded in us through slavery, how to forget who we are and who we were. We own this land. They are just foreign occupiers. They do not own this land. Now, what we are discovering, and I have, and many others in the temples of all across America, we are Moors by birthright and by blood. Now, I'm not going to get into that because it causes confusion, but as you come in, you'll learn about the blood type and about the birthright. But the misconception that many of our younger people have is, once they discover about their nationality, that they are Moor, someone told them that it's free. Yes, it's free. It's your birthright. You have every right to be who you are, who you always was, a Moor. But there, because of the occupation of the Europeans, the Albions, there's a process that we have to go through to change your name from the European commercial code name through the United States government back to your name in the Moorish nation. Now, there's a cost for this. And there's two ways of doing it. You can do your own research, and you can find out through all the commercial codes how you can change your name and your nationality and be legally declared, proclaimed Moor. Now, good luck to you on that. There are those who have already done that, have already gone through the wilderness and figured out how best we can take care of fallen humanity, which is the Moors, and how best to do it efficiently and least expensive. Now, for those of you that think it's free, like I say, you go try to do it on your own. One thing you're going to discover is that a lot of states, by the time they get through with you between your town, your county, and your state, you're going to be out of a whole lot of money. Let's say maybe $500, $1,000. That's a fact. Another thing is, if you go through some commercialized Moors who have, as we know, there's some of us who have always been the ones that take advantage of those who do not know any better. We're going to say it just like it is. Ignorant Moors. Now, when you say ignorant, that don't mean that you're dumb, stupid, or you're belittling anybody. Ignorance means you are of lack of knowledge. You do not know something that someone else knows. They find out about it just by having a conversation with you that you don't know, and they take advantage of you.
Islam.
So now, what we have found out a way to prevent you from getting beaten down. It's good to come through the Moorish Science Temple of America, Temple number 9, under the ecclesiastical Grand Chief leadership of our leader, Tyrone Bay. Him and the board have done what needed to be done. They know what they're doing, and they're going to take care of their brother and their sisters like they have been. So if you want to declare and proclaim Your Moorish nationality, you can get in touch with me through Facebook, Roy Williams Bay, or you can, we'll figure that out. But you can contact me and I'll help you get you where you need to go. If you're coming with game, I'm going to know it. I have not been given the appointment as divine minister for nothing. So if you're coming with game, you're playing around, or you need to take more time to wake up, you will be given that opportunity. We want you to be ready. We want you to come in. It is your right, but it does cost. Now let me explain to you why it costs for you to get your name changed. There are persons who have already done the study, the research. The Bible said to study to show thyself approved, a workman need not be ashamed, but rightly dividing the word of truth, rightly knowing what to do in legal manners. We have people who know and have learned from experience and mistakes how to get your name changed. And if you don't do it correctly, you're going to have a problem. We don't want you to have a problem. We want you to have it done and done correctly. Now, you must know this. These brethren and these sisters are doing this work without a paycheck. They have families. They have children. They have to go to the grocery store and pay out money, just like we all do, like you do. They have to go and buy medicine. They have to take care of their children. They have car payments, car insurance. They got mortgages. And they still have the love of Allah in them to take care of fallen humanity, which we are.
Islam.
So now, if you think that these brothers and sisters who buy these stamps out of their pocket, they buy these big, I think they're, I would say 10 by 12 envelopes. They're the big brown ones. They're not free. You got to pay for them. They have to put stamps on this stuff. They have to use printers. They have to use their ink. They have to use their electricity. If a printer breaks, they got to go buy another one. They have to use their seals of approval from the Moorish Science Temple to stamp and seal your paperwork. They have to go and drive their car. They have to go to the post office. They have to go to the state buildings. They have to go to the county buildings. They have to go to the President of the United States. And that's where all of it starts. It begins with the President of the United States signing paperwork that you deserve the right to have your natural birthright. This stuff is not free. So when you come out of jail, or out of the physical jail, or you come out of the mental jail, you got to know there's a cost to this stuff. These good people, what should be done is, we should be sending them a check every month to support the uplifting of the nation.
Islam.
And nobody's thinking about, oh, they're taking away from their family, they're taking away from their responsibilities. So that's the first lesson on the order of the day, is to get us straight as to this name change is not free, even though it's free. Someone has to carry the torch to make sure this gets done. Now, and I want to tell you something. I'm not knocking any more, M-O-O-R, on the face of this plain earth for doing whatever they do. There are 5 principles that Noble Drew Ali laid down through Allah, and that is
Islam.
love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Any more that carries themselves outside of those 5 principles, those are the ones that we got to be careful of. Now, there are those who have the authority to approach those Moors and help coerce them to come out of their lower self into their higher self. But all in all, when we see Moors who need help, what we should do is pray for them and or call them to the side and help them to raise their vibration, raise their frequency out of their lower self. Too many times I've seen it on Facebook, and there are some good, righteous brothers, in my opinion, who I've decided to follow because I like what I see on their page. And then I see these same brothers go and throw darts at another Moor in public. That is not what Noble Drew Ali taught us to do. If you see a Moor that's in error, even on Facebook, because Facebook, trust me, Facebook is a very big platform. So when you see a brother in error, walking and living in his lower self, try to go to his messenger in love and help give him constructive criticism. That's what we're supposed to be about. When we start off with love as one of our 5 principles to live by, if you're not living by that first principle alone, then you got a problem with yourself with the 5 principles. You should look in the mirror and make sure that you at least are doing that first one.
Islam.
So that's what I'm going to say today. I think this has been a good lesson. Like I say, I know this ain't all right like you're used to. One thing I want to say before we close, and we're going to have our prayer, and this is the first time we've done a video in years. Look,
Yes.
I'm going to be 65 next month, and I haven't messed with a computer for a long time doing no video. So if it's wrong, y'all going to just have to deal with that and pull me to the side in love and teach me, because I'm teachable.
Islam.
All right? I'm doing the best I can with what I have to work with. And if I ain't got enough, somebody else can take this job and you come and help me to do the video. And I will still do my part, but I might need some help in doing the broadcasting part. Okay? Now, the other thing I wanted to say something else. Oh, well, don't worry about it. We got plenty of time to do some more videos. So we're going to close out with prayer. Give me that. We're going to stand and do our prayer. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm the first to tell you, we don't know it by heart, even though it's short. Because, hey, basically, we we just got our names changed about 2 months ago. After all these years, yeah, the old dog and his woman, his wife, his love of his life, they did it. So you can too. But we followed the leading of Allah to find out who was the best person to handle this business for us. And that was our ecclesiastical Grand Sheik, Tyrone Bey. Him and the fellows and ladies, the Sheiks and Grand Sheiks that he deal with, excuse me, they got it. They got it right.
Islam.
And I'm not naming no names from New Jersey or anywhere else because I don't know. I tried to get in touch with people. Nobody came to my call. This brother did. So we're going to say our prayer and we're going to say Islam. Allah, the Father of the universe,
Allah, the Father of the universe,
the Father of love,
the Father
truth,
of love, truth,
peace, freedom, and justice. Allah is my protector, my guide, and my salvation, by night and by day, through his holy prophet, Drew Ali. Islam, Islam, Islam.
Islam.
Thank you, and thank you, and thank you.
Islam.
I hope this will be good for all of those that watch. If it ain't, hey, we did our best. Islam.
Islam.